Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me is my co host, Joel Meyer. And once again, from the Chalk and Chaos Podcast, it's Sean Marciano. How we doing today, boys?
Doing all right. The Olympics continue to be the gift that keep on giving. Woke up this morning. Zanja Veldebor out of the Netherlands, 5-1, winning the 1,000 meter. Another example of an athlete winning one event gets price drops in her next event, and for good reason, because these things are highly correlated. There's a lot of momentum that goes into these things. Plus, the pricing that starts at the start of the tournament is based on history of the past couple months, a year even, of how they've been doing. But you get immediate sample size of how well they are in these other events that they're playing in or skating in this case. And yeah, so she came through. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and there was actually too much sunshine, too many rainbows at Pebble Beach, because I was expecting a fuckload of rain and wind and everything. That's what everyone's saying is going to be absolute chaos, but there was not. So, in golf betting, I'm typically, it's like it's for fun, pizza bet here, pizza bet there. But I spent way too much money fading fucking Colin Morikawa and Akshay Bhatia on Sunday, just throwing everyone else into the mix against them. And unfortunately, Morikawa didn't have to face too much issues with the weather. So fuck the weatherman who will give us all that bad info. And Morikawa finally wins after 4 years being without one. Apparently his wife was pregnant, so it's a bit of a boost there, I guess. But no, he's been absolutely terrible. I don't regret it. I would do the same thing again. But that was a bit of a damper on the weekend. But other than that, everything is going absolutely picture perfect here.
Can you hear my roommates in the background, or is that just my ears?
A little bit.
Very big.
A little bit.
All right,
It's
all
okay.
right. If it's not, they're not screaming. I know it's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're good.
I just want to make sure. Doing all right. Just joined hockey, waking up, fucking work, eat, sleep, hockey every single day. And today I'm bored out of my mind, of course, because I've been addicted to it. I literally I don't even know what the time went. It's like 6 o'clock now. I'm like, what the fuck did I do today?
Yeah, you had the women's games on today. The women's U.S. and
very
Canada.
exciting.
I parlayed both of those unders together. That was pretty sweat free. There that final is what? The final's on Thursday. USA versus Canada. That one, so they have 2 days off before that.
Beats me.
Yeah, I'm not a big. No, I'm not even like anti. I don't think it's very good hockey. I think the only one that will be interesting is the final match. Really,
No, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, men's hockey's been great over the weekend. Jeremy Swayman was not great. That cost me a bit on Saturday, allowing those two horrible goals. And now they're changing the color of the boards. They're making it a lighter color apparently, starting for Tuesday's games. There,
he's colorblind.
He's colorblind. So I don't know if it mattered that much. Of course, he didn't want to make any excuses, but like 2 goals, two just horrible goals there. That were very, very impactful on the puck line there. So we've had a few tough goals. Swayman, Gustafsson had that one. So some goalies have not been playing as well as they should be here. Before we get into it anymore, of course, make sure you check out the Daytona 500 weekend is over. So hopefully you guys got into that contest NASCAR gambling podcast there.
So Frank Tank did.
I'm sure Frank the Tank was in on that one. I'm going to shout out Frank the Tank for his NASCAR stuff there. But yeah, what do your boys kind of takeaways here from the weekend? Archer, Connor McDavid down to minus odds for tournament MVP. He was up there at 4-1. You shared in the Discord there. He was on a 4-1 on DraftKings. Now he's down to like minus 150 or higher.
What was he when we were talking about it in the last show?
I mean, 2-1 on FanDuel.
He was plus 240 on FanDuel, but that was the only market
that was open.
Yeah,
and then the next day is when 4-1 I saw. I'm like,
4-1.
Yeah, appreciate that. We all jumped on that as soon as got in. Helped drive the number down, apparently.
I mean, me and my 25 different Discords I've been sharing McDavid and all the reasons why. But I mean, it feels good. Of course, when you get something like that and like 2 days later, it's like a mega minus number. But I've done a lot of thinking about it today, obviously, as I always do every single day of my life. I think about these sort of markets. And I mean, I do think it's like 50%, but there's just some great prices out there to take long shots. Like so many important games could happen here where like Draisaitl, Stützle, guys like that can always get their odds down. You know, even Slavkovsky, I think, is a great price too right now. Like I don't think it's a lock or anything or guaranteed, outright. But there's some names there, even like McKinnon. I mean, he might be behind in points, but it can flip easily on a dime. McDavid slows down, and McKinnon just comes out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, Crosby here is 25-1. He's like way higher elsewhere, right? He's way higher. I know he's way higher on the score. He's at least like 50-1. And you said is he like
125-1 on FanDuel. Maybe not right now. I can double check, but
that is crazy. I mean, Celebrini is up there as well, 12-1. I don't know if they would give it to him, but he's leading goal scorer right now. I think he's minus 240 to lead Canada in goals.
I mean, we don't really exactly know how they're going to vote on this award because it's a little different. And this is also the first year in the last couple that there's been NHLers. So it is always subject to change. But, McDavid being McDavid, it's kind of hard not to bet against that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that Archer was saying on the last show, that he did the research into this, that a lot of it is just about points and goals and kind of thing. Sure. Not necessarily the winner. Like other awards, we're always looking at team success. The winner gets the medals, the trophies, the awards. But apparently in the Olympics, that's not the case.
At least as long as you medal, that's
so
it.
That's what makes those other bets interesting. Like even like the Germans there, if they get the bronze medal, if they have some great performances down the stretch, could be interesting. And Slavkovsky, he convinced me on him. What is his odds now?
Where is Draisaitl at? Draisaitl 100-1, Stützle 100-1 I don't think they have enough
300-1 earlier.
I don't think they have enough points, and they had what, one win in the.
It's not
areas. I know that doesn't matter as much, but like, what do they have? Stützle has 4 points in 3 games, all 4 goals though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 4.
Yeah, then Draisaitl must have 3. Like, I don't see Germany putting up like 4 or 5. I see if Germany wins, it's going to be like 2-1, 3-2. Maybe if Stützle has all those points, maybe. But
it's very condensed to those two, though. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, but like, I don't think that counts out Slavkovsky. I like Slavkovsky. He's at 40-1, 50-1, wherever you can find him at. But it's just McDavid. Like, I feel like it's just, unless McDavid completely gets shut out, like maybe like 2 more points in total, and he's still at 11. That's like, is that not still some sort of record? Is it that ties the record for most by a Canadian NHLer or something? I think it's 11 or 12.
Yeah, it's
like he's just been so good. But like, you look at it, it's McDavid 9, Celebrini 6, Crosby 6, Slavkovsky 6. Like, Slavkovsky is
the one that stands out the most. Yeah.
Is the most valuable to his team.
That's the thing. I think they take that into account. Like, it's not like the NHL, the hard, like, we have, the best players, which is how it should be. It's more like this player has this many more points than the next player on his team. That kind of awarding, I think. Anyway,
it's like, if you take this player off his team, where is he? Where's his team at? And you take McDavid off Team Canada, they're still favorites for gold. They're still co-favorites at best. Like, you take Slavkovsky off Slovakia, they're probably not winning a game. Like, sorry, but they're probably maybe winning 1 game.
That's my feeling as well for how these awards are meted out.
Do you know what Slavkovsky is at FanDuel, Sean? I can pull up the score here, but for some reason it's not.
He shortened a little bit. He is now 30-1.
Okay, I'm seeing 33-1 on the score, 40-1 on DraftKings. So that's good. I see Crosby 40-1 here on the score as well. But yeah, triple digits for Crosby. Like, his last Olympics, if he can reach McDavid, like, I feel like they could end up awarding him a little bit.
It's different.
Joel's loving it.
I know.
I'm laughing at the roommates now.
Okay.
Oh, you can hear them being monkeys back there. Yeah, I don't know. They're doing something. I think they're playing some fucking game.
Well, it's just the Crosby has so much pedigree. He's such a heavy force in the minds of voters. Like, he just needs to have like 1 elite game, and suddenly it would switch.
I mean,
right now McDavid has all the love for good reason, because he's the best player.
Get it when he had the golden goal, though. You know what I mean?
It. Yeah, but he wasn't Crosby. He didn't have 3 Stanley Cups at that point. He
still was a big name at that point. I mean,
of course he did.
But cups yet.
Ryan Miller was stood on his head. That's the only reason the Americans were even in overtime there in the gold medal game. So yeah, like, this is a very small sample size. We're not betting an 82 game season here. Hart Trophy, like 1 game, everything could switch. It's more like the NFL. like one bad performance for a quarterback on a Sunday night game, all of a sudden he's 10-1, whereas before he was like -120. You know, it's more like that. So that's why I'm more concerned about betting McDavid at -140. So I'd be more prone to betting somebody who's like Crosby there at 25-1. I like the 125-1 is absolutely insane. Like, are they taking $10 bets? Like, that makes no sense to me. I would hammer that. Yeah, it's that number makes no sense. So yeah, I wouldn't take that very seriously. But yeah, because I think that it's one elite game from Crosby can switch it. I want an elite game from all these guys at the top of the board can flip it. You know, even if the Americans win. Austin Matthews had a few goals. I know we don't believe in the Americans, so
I'm just gonna say this: I don't think they're gonna. I don't think the international is gonna reward Team Point USA
that's a
over
good
here.
point too.
They're not gonna want to reward them on the
and there's no one that's standing out for Team USA. I guess maybe Matthews has 5. Matthew Tkachuk has 5 points.
I think Hellebuck.
No Hellebuck MVP again. Not
it's the stats though for a goalie. It's stats for a goalie. I mean, that's the only one I would bet at that point for USA.
But
the Ryan Miller
case.
Yeah, exactly.
Joel, I think you brought up in the group chat like you liked Mark Stone like 3+, 4+ goals for the rest of the tournament. You're the one who brought that up, right?
Yeah, I love like that line. That's another reason why I like Crosby. That line is absolutely throttling teams. That's Marner, Crosby, Stone.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to bring up here. Crosby to score 1 more goal in this tournament is -230. To get 2 more is plus 195. Like, you can get him, like, if he scores 2 more goals, maybe he's not getting MVP, but like you can still cash in that 2-1 bet there.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like Mark Strong. I don't think he's winning MVP. I still have him at 90-1 or whatever, but
he has 2 goals, right?
2 goals, yeah. Plus he's had so many chances. You watch this guy is like he's on breakaways, like, even at his slow ass pace. And Crosby and Marner are always feeding him, and because he's the goal scorer in that line. So I think that he's going to get plenty of opportunities. So yeah, even at other books, like -160, -170, because the Canadians are going to play 3 more games,
here,
right?
-150 here at for 1 more goal, and then 2 more goals is +320. Like,
yeah,
that's a great angle. I love that a lot.
Because the Canadians aren't going to lose to the Slovaks or the Germans, so they get 3 opportunities to get 1, 2, 3 goals. So I love that.
Gonna bring up one market that I think is interesting too for the women's side for the MVP market. I feel like the goaltender for America, Aaron Frankel, is at like 17-1 for FanDuel for MVP. I think that's a kind of an interesting price for a goalie that's only allowed 1 goal all tournament long so far.
Did the Swedes score today?
I don't think so.
Oh wow! I think they set a record too for the longest shutout.
Yeah, so yeah, I feel like that's kind of bettable. I mean, Caroline Harvey's been playing great, but I would throw a little bit of shekels on Aaron Frankel for
I don't think I see that anywhere.
I can look at it.
You just have it at FanDuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that to score.
Yeah, it's on.
I'm checking the DraftKings app now because it's not letting me go to women's hockey on the browser. For
the game just ended too with the Canadians and the Swiss.
Yeah,
I ended like over an hour ago though. So okay, yeah, but there's no Olympics hockey women up on.
That's just something I would like to throw out there, while we got some time talking about it.
But yeah, these player futures. McDavid, you can get him to have 14 points at even money. Like, if you think he needs that to win MVP, you get him even money here to do that. He's at 9 points, so he needs 4 more points in 3 games. Like
5 points.
5 points, yes, because he needs to get to 14 points. And I don't think he needs 14 points to win MVP. Like, I feel like if he gets 13, he can win it.
That's not a bad look though. I mean, they're gonna have.
I think he's like -180 on FanDuel for that, so it's like a big difference in price.
So we could talk about the path now, I guess, because that's important. There's a good chance that the Canadians avoid both the Swedes and the Finns all the way to the gold medal game. So there's a chance that the Canadians get to play. Who they play? They play the Swiss. Germans or Slovakians in the first one, right? Or is it the Germans?
Well, no. Canadians would play Czechs. The Slovaks would play either the Germans, and then there's reseeding after the semifinal.
Right. Yeah, so the Canadians would play the winner of the Slovakian-German game for the semi, and they'd play the Swiss likely in the quarterfinal, right? So Swiss, then Germany or Slovakia.
I'm trying to find
I think that's right.
No, I don't. I think
wait, you're saying for Canada? Canada plays Czechia or Denmark.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
and then the lowest qualifying winner, which
So
is
Swiss would-
likely to be Finland, because Finland's beating Switzerland.
So okay,
Probably.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Czech Republic then, same difference.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot easier path and a great path for McDavid to get to 14 points there.
Yeah, here's the bracket up on the screen here. So I was listening to 32 Thoughts. Apparently, they don't reseed for the first round because they would look at, it's a back-to-back for some teams. Like you could have a team playing the late game that have to play the early game the next one. So makes sense there to have at least the path there kind of set.
Yeah, tough path though for the Americans. I mean, they got to play the winner of Sweden, Latvia, probably Sweden, and they got to play the winner of Finland, Switzerland, probably Finland. So
yeah, they have to play both Nordic countries there.
Great stuff for our Canadian futures.
Yeah. All right, before we go on here, we are brought to you by Kalshi, a real money prediction market legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. They also have tons of other markets, including politics, entertainment, and even the weather. At Kalshi, you can trade anything. New Kalshi customers get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. And we're brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is the #1 social sportsbook and casino out there. It's available in 35 plus states, including Texas and California. Get in on the action with Rebet. Plus, get a 100% purchase match up to $100 with promo code SGPN. That is Rebet, promo code SGPN. And yeah, you see here, Canada is the favorite now, minus 140 to win gold. USA plus 225. You got Finland 12-1, Sweden 16-1, and everyone else is 50-1 or longer here. Do you like either Finland or Sweden at these prices, given the path, given that they have to just beat USA and
gold?
Yeah,
no, but I did add Finland to medal at minus 140, given the path, because they just need to beat the Swiss, right? That's what we decided it's going to be. Or I already forgot.
Finland, Switzerland, Italy. That'd be, yeah.
So they beat the Swiss. They're going to be big favorites there, and then they'll have to play the Americans, likely, or the Swedes, who they've already beat. And if Germany beats Slovakia, as we expect, I mean, there'll be slight favorites in that game.
Yes.
That's the thing. If Slovakia beat Germany, then Slovakia play the US if the US beats Sweden. So it's still up in the air, but right now it's looking, the favorite would be Finland versus America in the semis, and they can beat them, and that's like a free roll more or less, because then if they lose that one, then they're gonna be favored against the other third place team, which would be Germany in that case. And yeah, huge favorites there as well. So Finland minus 155 there. It's a little heavier, but I'd still bet that over anyone else at this point. Given the path for Finland is looking pretty favorable. Yeah, I love Switzerland at 10-1 when Archer was pointing that out earlier, but at plus 350, that
10-1 would be great for that. But yeah, you look at like USA, like Canada plays the winner of USA Sweden, so Sweden's tough. Finland might be the decent option there. Sweden having to go through USA and then Canada just to get into that gets them into the bronze medal game, but like we could see Sweden, Finland for bronze. That'd be amazing. Like if you have US, Canada for gold, Finland, Sweden for bronze, that would be some good hockey there to close out the tournament.
4 nations facing off.
Yes, the 4 nations facing off there, of course. Any other overarching future type things here you want to look at before we get into the games for Tuesday? No? Okay.
I can't think of any.
All right, let's get into the game starting at 6:10 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, February 17th. We have France plus 470 against Germany minus 650. Germany minus 2.5, minus 142. France plus 2.5, plus 120. Under 6.5, minus 105. Over 6.5, minus 115. Joel, how are you feeling about your Germans here?
Well, I was watching the golf for a lot of that Germany American game. I had the over 6.5 and couldn't quite get there. Germans only scored once. Also, the team total in the Germans. So I was a bit disappointed with that effort from what I saw. Americans seemed to play a better defensive game. And yeah, I did watch a lot of that Germany. Who the hell did they play? They played the
Latvia.
Latvians, yes,
Yeah.
where they got, I don't know, they took the foot off the gas and they went down a couple goals and couldn't really muster the 5-on-5 offense to come back in that one. Germans have been a little bit disappointed for me overall, but I think they do have the quality to take care of the French here, who are, kind of competitive against the Czechs. The Swiss took care of them. Not that I watched much of that one, and then got slaughtered by the Canadians, but there's no shame in that. At least they scored a couple. Watch out, Bennington, man. That maybe shook a little bit of confidence in him. But anyway, I think Germans are still a significantly better team here. So yeah, a lot of these favorites got bet up, but I'd still take the -2.5 there at -142. For the record, I just parlayed all the favorites. We'll see what happens. I mean, worst comes to worst, it just helps get all account health, parlaying all the chalky favorites. Good for that. But for this one, I did bet the -2.5 for the Germans, take care of the French. Another thing about these games is how often these teams or these goalies on the bad teams just like they can't last the whole 60 minutes. All this pressure, like 40, 50, 60 shots in them. You see all these goalies going down in the late in the second, third periods. We saw the Italians, the French. There was another one too as well, but they just keep switching these goalies because they can't withstand the pressure. And I don't remember seeing that in the past, but it's certainly a case in these Olympics. Let's hope the Germans pour it on here and win by 3+ goals.
I mean, I bet the same thing. I feel like this is a good game to just parlay Stutzla and Draisaitl, maybe a little bit of cider props in there, because France is obviously the worst, and Germany's probably like the next tier up in terms of teams. Depends who their goalie is, though. I don't think either goalie played terribly. I mean, Grubauer probably played a little bit of a weaker game against Latvia than he probably would have liked, but overall, I think Germany's been good and competitive in every game. I mean, even against America, it's kind of, it was a meaningless game for Germany at that point. They already, knew that they were the second seed because Denmark won, and they already beat Denmark. So it was kind of a wasteful game. It wasn't a game they needed to expel a lot of energy for. I mean, yeah, sure, they could win it, but once you go down at the end of the first period, game is already feeling you can already feel the pressure at that point, and you kind of just pack it in. I mean, I kind of would look to the under a little bit despite the spread. I think they can kind of shut down France here. I don't think they want to expel too much energy for this game, knowing they have to go on a back-to-back as well. So nothing too strong. I like Germany on the puck line, though. That is my main play.
Yeah, the big thing here is Germany going to rest Grubauer, which I think they have to here. Like they have to save Grubauer for who would they play next? They would play
Slovakia.
Slovakia next. So yeah, whoever.
Oh, shout out to them too. How about that? That big bet on 6-1 for the
plus
group.
650. Yeah, that was good
Saturday
stuff
morning.
there. Yeah. So I mean, that's the only
you
thing.
have to say how it happened though. Because if they were down 3 goals, with like 35 seconds left, and I can't remember who scored. I should remember considering.
Dalibor Dvorsky.
Yes, fuck the Blues,
Dvorsky,
but still love Dvorsky.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was incredible. Incredible morning. That's how you want to wake up.
Yeah, then Slavkovsky was like, "This is the happiest I've ever been after a loss." Like,
I might have been happier.
I've never seen a team celebrate so much, and the other team look so defeated after winning a game.
Yeah, exactly. There.
Because the Swedes pulled the goalie when they're down. They're up 2. Yeah,
that was big there. So yeah, Germany here, I think, is the play. This has gone up from -1.5 to -2.5, but I still think they win by 3. France has had decent showing here in these Olympics, I guess, but you saw Canada pile it up. Germany's not going to pile it up that much, I don't think, but France's 3 losses have been by 4, 3 against the Czechs, and then 8 against Canadians here. So I think Germany gets this one by 3. I might like the under as a stronger play though. Under 6.5 -105. Like Archer brought up, like they're not going to want to play their big guns too often. If they go up by 3, they go up 3-0. They're going to just play the king strategy of just roll the lines, just take it easy for the big guns there and save them up for the next day. Maybe a live under if you see a few good goals early on, if you're up early or up late watching this one on the West Coast. But yeah, Germany on the puck line and the under. I think minus 650. I think is a cheap price too, because like France is not winning a game. France is not. Sorry, they're not beating Germany. So that's a decent parlay piece there as well.
You know what else? A good parlay. I just parlayed all the favorites on DraftKings at a lot better line than what I got. Parlay Germany, Swiss, Czech, Sweden minus 125. Who's fucking you over? The Swedes against Latvia? The Czechs are the short.
Maybe Denmark. Maybe Denmark.
I feel like Denmark would be the spiciest team.
I guess so, but minus 125 for all those big guys. I don't know. How does it lose? How can it lose?
Well, what is it if you do them all in regulation? You can probably get some plus odds. Right. Everyone loves to see a plus number in front of a parlay. Everyone loves it. Going down 6 o'clock again here. Have Italy against Switzerland. Switzerland is minus 1,800, minus 3.5, minus 135, plus 3.5 is plus 114. Over 6.5, minus 118, under 6.5 at minus 102 here. Yeah, it just has to be Switzerland. It's just a matter of can they win by 4. I think like with these teams wearing down in games, we're seeing these teams wearing down longer they go on in the tournament, play better opponents as well. But Italy's last game, host country here, have to put it all out there on the line. But I don't know if they can keep it within 3 goals. Maybe if anything plus 3.5 and the under in a parlay to get some decent odds there, plus 224. I could see it being a lower scoring game. Switzerland, though, we got to bring up, we weren't sure how they were going to react to the Kevin Fiala injury. He apparently sent him a nice videos. They were all rallied up for that one, came back to beat the Czechs there. But
hell yeah.
I just don't think they can. I mean, they beat France by 4 in the opening game, so maybe they can get like a 4-0 shutout or 5-1 win here. But no strong play for me. If anything, I would take maybe Italy plus 4.5 if that's a bit juicy. But Switzerland is going to win. Just I don't know if I can trust them to win by 4.
Yeah, the Italians are the worst team in this tournament. Sorry to bring it to you, the French are better than Italy. I mean,
what's really the biggest difference though between them? Yeah, one's like Pakistan, one's like India. Which one's shittier?
The Italians got a dose of reality against the Finns. They just took them to the woodshed there, 11-0. And yeah, the Swiss took care of the French easily themselves. Just a 4-0 win, but they were clearly the dominant team in that one. And I think they could do something similar here. So yeah, minus 3.5 there. Minus 3.5 or even minus 4.5 if you want that, or the Italy team total. That hasn't been going well because these bad teams have been like getting past these elite teams somehow. Yeah, the Italians have been very lucky in the first couple games against Slovakia and Sweden to score 2. I don't think they get 2 against the Swiss. So yeah, the under 6.5 makes sense, but I'd be worried about Switzerland just piling it on like Finland did. So yeah, I really like the Swiss team, so I want to bet on them, and while we still can before they place the real teams again. So yeah, minus 3.5 there for the Swiss would be my play.
Yeah, I think we've already seen this game basically with Switzerland in France, basically. And this is just a different game. Is Switzerland's okay with winning 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. I mean, they didn't even really want to pile it on against the French. They just kind of walked into 2 goals because the French can't defend anything. And it was like 2 lucky goals. So I really don't think Swiss is really capable of piling it on. I would just say under 6.5. I feel like some of these lines have moved too far to the over now. I mean, I know I said I like more scoring in the Olympics earlier, and then it was unders for the first 2 days and then overs. But that was mostly due to the goal differential stuff and that sort of. Now it's not about piling it on. It's going to be let's get in. We're on a back-to-back. Let's win this game, put it away, and then move on to the next day. I don't think the over. I think it moving more to the 7. I just don't agree with that. I think it should be 6 under 6.5. Truthfully.
Yeah, I'm seeing Switzerland minus 2.5 is minus 340 at Caesars, which is the only book that has alternate spreads right now. So you're getting pretty much $2 for them. They win by 1 more goal. I mean, it might be worth it there. But yeah, the under is a good look. You can get it at plus 115 at Bet365. Apparently, they're hanging that right now. If you want to take a look there.
Yeah, shout out Adrian in the chat. I've been getting up at 3:30 a.m. and watching the games live on the West Coast. I love my West Coast brother. Vancouver here. I know the struggle, man. 2:30, 3:30 in the morning for these Olympics. It's a fucking grind, man, but it's worth it in the end of the day, or the end of the morning, rather.
Yeah. All right, down to 10:40 Eastern now. Got Denmark plus 260 at Czech Republic, minus 325. Czechia minus 1.5, minus 130. Denmark plus 1.5, plus 110. Under 6.5, minus 130. Over 6.5, plus 110. Arch, got anything here?
It's funny. I kind of already said I like two under so far, and I feel like this is another game. This is a different game. I feel like I like the puck line and the over because I don't trust the Czech goalie so far in this tournament. They've been kind of all over the place, no matter if it's Dostal or what's his name, Vladar. But I like the Czech puck line. I feel like it's a cheap price to pay. I feel like they are the better team, even though Pasternak really hasn't been like the dominant force. It's really been Natchez. I mean, he has been on fire every single time I watch him. He's flying up and down the ice. He looks like every bit of like what the Avs are going to be paying for him. So you got to say, I do like the Czechs. I like the spread and the over. I don't really like Denmark. They haven't really proven anything, and they've been kind of an over team so far, I think, as well. But nothing too strong for me.
Again, we're going Chalky Joel here. Give me the Czechs against the Danes. I don't know. Danes, I don't know. I bet them against the Latvians, but I wasn't too convinced of that one because they let them back in the game. They're up 3-0 and didn't really put much. They didn't play great after that and let Latvians back in the game. And they're a competitive team and all that, but the Czechs should take care of them without issue. I thought that the Czechs and the Swiss played a very even game, which is pretty much how we called it. Played out that way with the Swiss winning in overtime. But the Czechs are on another level here. They have a lot more NHL players, and their best NHL players a lot better than the Danish NHL players. So, love the Czechs here to win by a couple goals. And a lot more experience as well, playing on the international stage. Historically a good team in the World Championships and all that. So, love the Czechs to win by 2+ goals.
Yeah, I was surprised that it was only minus 1.5 and only minus 130 here. Like I know they're expecting a low scoring game, under 6.5, minus 130 there. But Czechia, coming off that tough overtime loss, I think they're going to put it all here. It's just, I think they have to save Dostal for the Canada game in the next round, and it will probably be Dan Vladar here, who did not have a good game in the first one. They have someone else. Do they have Vimmelka or Vimmelka? I guess maybe they're just not giving.
He's playing him before Vladar gets another one.
They should, but I mean, he hasn't seen the ice yet, so maybe they're wary to go to him. But check.
It'll be Dostal.
You think they're not going to save Dostal for the next day?
Oh, it is a bad fact. You're right.
Yeah,
no, you're right. It might be Vimmelka this one, and then Dostal the next one.
Yeah.
So they're done with Vladar. I know that much.
They should be done with Vladar, but So
it's like how USA is sending Swayman back on a boat already. He's been launched.
Yeah, so Czechia on the puck line here has to be the play, and I guess the under, but the only thing I'll be playing is Czech Republic.
Charles in the chat.
Yes, okay. Everyone saw that, and as Charles brought up, can't wait to lose money on everyone not named McKinnon on the Avs for Conn Smythe. I think Conn Smythe odds are out there on certain books. I think Caesars has it out there.
Why is there so many Sauls in the chat? We got Call Saul 2330 and then Charles Saul 7849.
I wonder if they're brothers.
Oh, interesting.
Right, before we go to the last game here, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has you covered for pick'em entry for almost every sport. Get in on Underdog and win up to 5,000 times your money. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And Rhythm has been on a heater for college basketball and NBA picks. It's super easy to sign up. You can run predictions off the house model or make your own and play with the sliders. Looking to go premium. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, last game here on Tuesday, 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Sweden minus 750 against Latvia plus 525. Sweden on the puck line is -2.5, -162. Latvia is +2.5, +136. Under 6.5, -142. Over 6.5, +120. Arch, what do you have here?
I would.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
I'm just distracted by Charles Saul 7849. He's an imposter, no relation. Seems like a good lad though.
Good lad though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would look to the over. I feel like Sweden's played all over games. They can't. Their goaltending's questionable, and I guess Latvia is good for a couple. I mean, Sweden's definitely the much better team. I feel like this is a kind of a cheap price, all things considered. I don't really. I get Sweden hasn't really been impressive, but they're definitely the much better team odds wise here. So I feel like if you parlay the -2.5 and the over 6.5, I feel like you're gonna get a good bet here, and I think they definitely win by 3 or more in this matchup.
This is one that I have not bet and probably won't, but I mean, that's a lot of disrespect for the Swedes, considering the pedigree they have and the respect they had in the market going into this tournament. The coaching has been mysterious, to say the least. Good old Sam Alam out there in behind the Swedish bench has not been great. Just playing Forsberg 1 or 2 shifts in the first game, and they left up some questionable guys at home, notably Edvardson for the Red Wings. I mean, he got hurt anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, don't like the Swedes coaching. Don't like the goaltending. I guess we'll see Gus again because Markstrom. Like, thank God they played Markstrom because he didn't let in a couple bad ones against the Slovakians. So really, they should go to Volstead at this point. But I imagine it'll be it'll be a back-to-back, right? So we could see Volstead for this one. That's interesting. Makes the over, I guess, a little bit more likely, but this one I don't feel strongly with. I'll just hope that the Swedes don't break our 4-leg parlay at the end of the day.
Yeah, like Sweden did have that disappointing win against Slovakia with the last-minute goal in their last game, but Latvia, but Sweden beat what? Sweden beat Italy by 3 in the opener, lost by 3. And then beat Slovakia by 2 there. Like, and getting -162 on the -2.5 just seems a bit high here. I think Latvia can put in a decent fight, especially because yes, Sweden doesn't really have a number 1 goalie right now, so we could see any 3 of them. I guess maybe they save Markstrom for US there if they get past Latvia.
They would save Markstrom for that game.
I don't know who are they saving for that. Gustafsson.
So you got to play the better one for US.
Well, yeah. So who's the better one right now? Exactly. Who's the better one right now?
Gustafsson. You've seen Markstrom play for the last year or 2?
The last 2 games. I mean,
it's just
that's like the worst save percentage in a full game early this season.
Yeah, that's true. There's no one reliable there. Sweden, Finland, both hating their coaching.
Yeah, I feel like they would play Markstrom for the US game. I don't know why. I just got like a feeling
because it's bad coaching. If they do that, then it's just another example of how terrible Sam Alam.
I will say most of the coaches have been pretty bad in not knowing the rules of this tournament and like pulling the goalie down like 2.
That's what cost them that number 1 seed.
That's so like, what are you doing? Why are you pulling the goalie down 2 or whatever? It's like that's why. Yeah, I don't get me started. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd take Latvia plus 3.5 if you can find it out there. Let me see if that's available anywhere else. Probably plus 3.5, -120, -130 maybe would be out there. -145 it is at Bet365, -170 at Caesars. So
one thing though, the plus 3.5s are pretty safe in terms of like pulling the goalie and all that. But in this, where you have nothing to lose and you're down 3 goals. They're probably pulling the goalie.
Yeah.
If you're down 3 with like 7 minutes left, 5 minutes left, like like you gotta that is something to factor in there. So maybe that's better for the over as well. I'll take the over here because goaltending, you can't trust it. I don't think Latvia is going to score a bunch.
Who's the Latvian goalie is the better question too. Is it going to be Leaky Merzlikin or Archer Sivas?
Let me see if there's any I don't see any team totals out yet here. There are player props, no team totals yet for this game for some reason. So this is Latvia plus 2.5 plus 136 would be, I think, my or the over. Just one of the plus odds plays at these prices. All right, that is the 4 games on Tuesday. We don't know who is playing on Wednesday yet. Do we have the times? Do you guys know if we have the times for those? I think we do.
They are set. Yes.
Yeah. It's
hopefully 1, 2, 3, 4 different time slots.
You got Slovakia at 6:10 Eastern, Canada at 10:40 Eastern, Finland at 12:10 Eastern, and then US at 3:10 Eastern.
Very
So
nice. No,
all spread out.
double
Oh
screening.
yeah, Mike
All
Sullivan
spread
was saying the players were complaining about having to go to bed at 1:00 in the morning, having a hard time sleeping because they were playing all the late games.
Oh, and now they're doing that again. They're starting at
Yeah.
9:10 local time. So,
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and then we
See?
have a day off, and then the semifinals, and then a bronze game the next day, and then the gold medal match after that. Any other future stuff you guys want to talk about here? Any themes? Anything?
Yeah, well, the last of the plus 150s on John Cooper twin Jack Adams have disappeared, and so I had to get creative, and I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. In fact, I did think about it, but I didn't think it was possible. But I parlayed Jack Adams, John Cooper to win that with Canada to win gold because they're heavily correlated, but there's no correlation tax on it.
Yeah.
So it was like plus 130 or plus 140 for Jack Adams, and then minus 134 for gold. Comes out to a plus 320. So there's no tax whatsoever because the John Cooper wins gold medal. That's going to have a huge halo effect on his Jack Adams candidacy. So that's, if you don't have any invested in John Cooper and or Team Canada, that's the way to do it. I think that's the best way to play both those markets right now, because right now I still think that Cooper should be a minus number. He'd be a much bigger minus number if he brings home the gold medal to Canada. And if he's got all the momentum, that's just going to keep it rolling. Only less than a couple months before the end of the regular season once we get back there. So it'll be really tough for him to lose the Jack Adams with gold medal in pocket as well.
Yeah, we've been on the train. You've been leading it. So happy to see those odds finally come through. I didn't realize McKinnon is now minus 150 to win the Hart with Celebrini up at like 4-1. So I thought Celebrini might be getting some love after this tournament. Charles saying Celebrini to score 6 goals plus 210. He has 4, so he could easily just get 2 more there. He's like minus 250 to lead Team Canada.
Could you just bet him to score a goal though for like better odds? I'm just
probably you can get plus.
That's who they're playing against.
30 maybe.
Slovakian, or not Slovakian. Germany or Slovakia, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I always fuck it up. The Czechs, right? The Czechs they're probably playing.
I'm not even gonna correct you that time. I'm just gonna keep letting you fuck it up. It's more fun that way.
Yeah, so that's I think at this point maybe you do just bet it game by game. Let me see what okay, yeah. So McDavid tournament total points 14 plus is plus 115 on FanDuel. Where is they don't have any goal scorer stuff up like that for Celebrini to cross price, but yeah, well, we could talk about that tomorrow as well when we talk about the games on Wednesday. This should be a chalky Tuesday. Hopefully that parlay comes through for you, Joel.
Love a good chalky Tuesday.
Love a good chalky Tuesday. We'll probably be back Tuesday night, probably 10ish Eastern time, after Archer gets home from work there. So keep an eye out for that. Follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN and get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, sg.pn/hockey. It's a 5-star rating and review. And of course, subscribe, like, and comment on YouTube. Right. Arch, when's your next podcast coming out?
I'll try to record one within the next 2 to 3 days. I think Wednesday. I think I'll aim for specifically.
We got a big bet came through for us. The British over 1.5, over 2.5 golds in the Olympics. Big win for the Brits. Long live the king. Yes, that was a nice one for the old pod, the old chalk and chaos.
Yeah, I also said that I would never bet on an Asian to win a fucking tournament, and then fucking Colin wins on Sunday immediately the week after. So that's another great bet for anybody that wanted to fame me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught up on the podcast when you were talking about the Predators, and Joel said the same thing I did when you set up. I said their goal differential is -29. Joel said like that absolutely verbatim. I was like, oh, that's why we think the same thing. Yeah, that was a good one. You
But
had
that's how
with the,
pathetic the West is, at least. I don't know. I just
yeah, it is. And where can people follow you? Sean?
you can follow the podcast on Twitter, Chalk and Chaos 26 on X.
All right, I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Martin. You'll find me recommending a bet on the French woman biathlon team. Anything even money or better, I think they have better than 50% chance to win. But if you want to go longer, 8-1, 10-1 on the Italians, that's a decent look as well. I could go in depth, but let's